Hey, it's me. I feel like a sheepdog. I'm very cold today. So I'm wearing this, and I have a hood on. I never wear a hood. I'm not hiding anything. It's just the same old weird hairline under there. Anyway, today is a very exciting day. It is the part 2 of Blob Universe. Very weird how I do this series. It's structured differently than any other series I've ever done, but for whatever reason, every time I do a Blob Universe episode, I do a 2-part video. Because I have a goal to make 5,000 blobs. It's not a real goal. The real goal is to make a lot. And in order to make a lot, I need to make a lot. I'm excited, as always, to add some more blobs. A universe is big, and today we're getting just a little bit closer. Let's get into making some more blobs. Okay, so we're gonna start with this little cutie. Just as cute as the other 5,000. Let's give him a new vibe. Got out my DOS clay, and let's let this baby breathe. Oh, my magical mud. My first step, as always, is to smooth out the bottom of the rough boy. He's got some stuff going on down there. Let's just cover it up. Once that's looking clean, I'm going to start making him a little accessory, and this is going to be his very own thing. And it's a beautiful thing. I'm going to start smoothing and shaping that right onto his head. After I get it all nice and smoothed out, I'm going to add this little butt crack. It's not a butt crack. It's a leaf.
It's a leaf butt crack.
No. And then I make a little cut into the leaf. I like to do that little touch with leaves sometimes, you know, just make it look more natural. This is nature, right? And sometimes in nature, a perfectly placed little triangle slice gets cut into a leaf.
Yeah!
Using my paintbrush to kind of get some of the fine lines out of the clay. Who is it? Who is it? Who has a leaf coming out of their head?
Punchy!
Punchy. Oh my gosh, Punchy. I could have made this Punchy. This isn't Punchy though. Once the clay dried, I'm going in with some gesso. I'm gonna coat this boy in gesso and get a nice fresh start for my paint job, which is yellow. Angry lemon yellow. Yes, he's here, and he is already a blob. But just being a blob does not make him officially a part of the Blob universe. He's not a Blob universe blob, he's just a regular blob. And so, like fellow regular blob Jimmy, in order to bring him into the Blob universe, we have to bring him into the Blob universe. Now, the process of converting a regular universe blob to a Blob universe blob is not that difficult, hence why we're starting with this one, because it's a good warm-up. Things are definitely going to get crazier today. I went in for his classic green butt leaf. I was a little nervous about translating the angry lemon into Blob universe because his normal shape is kind of oblong, like a lemon. How is he gonna look? Will he still look lemon? Will he still be angry? Undoubtedly, yes. I sketched out the classic angry lemon face and then went in for some golden cheeks. Then I went in for his eyes, and I was using some old-ish paint. It was right at that point of starting to dry out but still being usable, kind of like the consistency of good thick snot, if you will. Things are starting to get really lumpy and clumpy. Before I end up in a Susie situation, let me just not. Angry Lemon is not going to be able to pull those off. I decided to just paint over everything and redo it, which hurt me deeply because I really was happy with those cheeks. It's always the good cheeks. This time I ditched the sludge paint and went in with a Posca. It'll be a little bit easier to get cleaner details this way. And there he is. Oh my gosh.
He's cute.
And angry. So angry. I added some little lemon freckles around. He's got a much larger forehead in this form than we are used to, so I just want to go ahead and fill that in. Final step is a nice thick glossy top coat, and here he is. I think this is adorable. He looks surprisingly comfortable in his new shape. He's definitely the angriest of all the blobs.
But we love him.
I think there's just one other thing that I have to say. He's an angry lemon. He's an angry lemon. Jumping onto this girl, break out that mud. We gotta smooth out the bottom. Yeah. I'm gonna move on to making some very fancy accessories, starting with this cute little
Paint splatter.
It's not a paint splatter, it's a hat.
Yay!
It's not a hat. Okay. I'm sculpting some little bear ears onto her. Nice and large, spacious bear ears. Oh, what's happening here? Her bottom is breaking. Fine, just fix that. Then I'm putting on the not a hat and smoothing it down. This is actually going to be chocolate sauce. Right on top of that, she'll have a nice scoop of ice cream, this little lump right here. Yeah, looks like a chicken nugget. On top of that chicken nugget, she's going to have a traffic cone.
So funny.
That's a waffle cone. Finally, I'm going to add a cherry on top and just sculpting the ice cream around to make it look more believable. Once I've smoothed everything out with a wet paintbrush, I'm going to add some furry texture to her ears and some little waffle cone lines to that cone. Those don't look very convincing. I don't think I'm doing that right, but yeah, whatever. Last step, I'm going to cut a little piece of wire to be the cherry stem, stick that in, and a few days later, boom!
She's ready.
Except that cherry stem is just going to pop right out. So I'm securing it with puffy paint, the paint for every purpose. After doing a nice coat of gesso all around, I'm starting on her paint job. And this blob is going to be based on my character, Liz. So I'm going in with pink. This feels so wrong. Why? Liz's pink is ever so slightly magenta. And look at this pink, not a hint of magenta. So I'm changing that. Whew, everyone can breathe now. It's okay.
You're okay. You're fine.
I painted her base color all around and then went in for the chocolate sauce, which was drying a little bit too dark. So let's do this again. I'm going for milk chocolate here.
Yes, thank you.
Now Liz, if you don't know, is actually me. Not really. She is a caricature version of me, myself, in animal form. She's got the rainbows, the desserts, the sprinkles, you know, the things that I'm obsessed with. So I wanted her to come into the Blob universe. I really love Liz's design as is. So I mostly kept it the same. The only thing I didn't include is her cloud. Liz happens to live in the clouds, just like me. I remember how much of a struggle it was to create that cloud for Miss Kitty. I really don't want to go back there. I think one blob in the clouds is enough. After painting this cone, I thought it looked a little bit too toasty, so I ended up going back over that with a lighter color. And then I'm sketching in the face rainbow. Jumping into painting that, here we go, and oh, the orange exploded. You know, I have a serious love-hate relationship with Poscas. Love how easy they are to use. Dislike their limited color options. Hate the way they betray me and how sometimes they're on crack. I mean, they're cracks on them. But hey, nobody's perfect, okay?
And hi! I'm here to talk about products! Some new ones for you. Yay. Do you have any guesses who the first one is? Wrong! Mega Chubs! If you were wrong, I'm scared. Woohoo! Come on, boy, you can do this. Oh my gosh. This is kind of the usual size. And then there's Mega Chubs. This isn't about you, go away. I love you. He is massive and he is so soft. We've got all the details. I decided to give him a little cake to hold. He's got the chocolate on his face, got his little confetti all over him. Oh, he's just like the most huggable. Don't forget the Mega Chub shirt. Oh, look at him eating cake. And then, bam! You see? Relax.
Taking a nap.
A cake nap. There is something else though. This is a little claw machine and it's kind of based off of the claw machine that I decorated. And you can open up the little claw machine and inside are the alien bean bodies who are characters that I designed just for my claw machine. There is Mika, Tom, Zuzu, Tutu, Boops, and Dotsy. All of the bean bodies are here and accounted for and they just go in this nice little claw machine. Oh, wow! You can see the little face. We do have the full set available as well as mystery boxes if you want to take your chances, and you can just get a couple of the mystery boxes. It's Tom. Now, listen carefully because I know that we are coming up on the holidays and people get a little cray-cray when it comes to Christmas. We do have some of these items already in stock and they would make it in time for Christmas. If you want these as a Christmas gift, however, order today, like now. Once the stock that we already have runs out, then these will go to pre-order and those items will not make it to you on time for Christmas. I'm super excited about these items. We've been working on them for quite a long time, so I hope you guys are happy with them. Let's get back to the regular video now.
I'm using a combination of custom paint and Poscas to create the classic Liz rainbow. I strongly debated doing a pastel rainbow for Blob Universe Liz, but I love her so much, I don't want to risk changing her whole vibe, so we're just sticking with the bolds.
What?
Bolds. Bold colors. After cleaning up around that rainbow, I'm gonna go in for the light pink muzzle and the chocolate eyes. Taking a break from that, I'm gonna carefully and lovingly place each sprinkle. Thank you, Sprinkle Song. Then going back to the face and adding in the nose and the mouth. While I was cleaning that up, I was simultaneously making this mess. Perfect. They were so lovingly placed. So I have to go over all of that to start over. While I was doing that, I messed up the chocolate. Ugh, this is getting ridiculous. But after I fixed up the sprinkles, I'm finally finished with Liz. Of all the blobs I did, this one took me the longest to make with everything going on here, but she was worth it. I like her. I wanted to introduce her to the other rainbow cloud character in the Blob universe. Here you go, Liz, meet Miss Kitty.
Hi, nice to meet you. Yeah, hi. Hey, why did she get a cloud? I would have liked to have a cloud too.
Well, Miss Kitty, she's
Clearly you favor her.
No, I don't. Okay, I like you both the same.
Oh, so you did make me a cloud?
No.
Where's my cloud?
This is getting a little tense and I'm arguing with myself. On to the next blob, and this is going to be a whole new character, so look out. And it all starts with a giant beanie. Check it out, pom-pom and all. Wow! I'm trying to create the little brim of the beanie, you know, the fold over brim. That failed at that, not once, but twice before I finally made something worth keeping. Putting that to the side and cutting 2 little triangles and whatever this is. Yep, just okay, putting it all together. Working on that. Voila! This. Okay, it's chaos, but it's not done. I'm gonna start working on refining all the little details, cleaning everything up, adding the subtleties in there, adding the different textures, and as you can see, I have created the burger beanie. If you don't see it now, just wait for the paint. I let that dry, gave it a nice quick base coat, and then we are into the painting. And oh, just like that, I'm already changing the colors. Okay, I'm not happy. I'm gonna just lighten this up a little bit. Beans has a very fair burger bun complexion. What? Yeah, his name's Beans because of the beanie. And also beans are food and he is food themed, so beans. Most of this figure is actually gonna stay the burger bun color, so I'm painting that all the way around. And now the fun part. I'm adding in the burger patty, which is also the brim of the beanie or fold over thing, brim, whatever, which I thought that was kind of a clever idea. And then coming out from the bottom of the hat is some nice, really roughly lettuce. Don't really know how to sculpt lettuce. You get the point. Then this red thing here, that's the tomato or some plump ketchup. Ew. No, it's a tomato. To top it off, tucked into the fold is some cheese. Now, I don't know why I did that. Now I just have to touch it all up until each and every area is looking nice and neat and tidy. Whoa. I'm sorry, that's beautiful. Is that beautiful? Yes, it's beautiful. I am adding some shading to the face and to the body just to give it more of like a toasted bun look. I do want to keep things pretty minimal down here. Okay, this is about the hat. Nobody cares about your stupid face. The hat. So my goal is just to make a face that doesn't ruin this. Beans is a goofy boy with the tongue. I was gonna leave it just like that, but it's looking too basic. It's looking brain dead. So I gave the eyes a highlight and eyebrows. I tried to paint one eyebrow kind of raised, but it's so subtle it just looks like I misaligned the eyebrows. Finally, I added some little freckles, which actually really pulled things together. And here is Beans. Oh my gosh, he's adorable. I freaking love this guy. Now, if he ever takes off the hat,
he's dead to me.
But with the hat, Derp is impressed. Okay, I'll say that much. Now, I love Beans so much. I wanted to use the last spot for a companion character just for him. So hold on tight, Beans. Let me go birth your soulmate. That sounded even weirder than I thought it was going to. This is gonna be her, okay? Immediately, I thought Beans' soulmate is a space bun type of girl, okay? I don't know why, but I just felt that. So I'm plopping on some space buns here, and I thought since Beans is themed a savory food, let's make his companion a dessert. And let's make her a snow cone, okay? Nope, that's a golf ball. I added some little smaller holes. Oh, my trypophobia. That is not looking like a snow cone. I'm uncomfortable. Then I remembered this weird textured wheel thing that I've had in my clay drawer for 6 years and never used. Oh boy, today's the day. Look at that. That is a way better snow cone texture. After I got the snow cone texture well in hand, I let it dry and gave her a quick sanding. And after her base coat, I'm bringing in these colors, which are very very bright. We're looking a little clowny. I took 3 of these colors from Bean's color scheme, and then I just added blue. And the pink, I actually didn't end up using, so ignore her. I'm creating stripes of color to look like a snow cone, struggling a little bit with how much or how little to blend the colors together, but eventually I think I found a balance that I like the look of. So I flipped it over and replicated that same style on the back, and now it's time for the details, which I am scared of. I drew on the face, and this is where I realized that my stripes are painted off center. That's okay. Am I gonna stop here and repaint this whole thing? No. If it really bothers you, feel free to come on over. I'll hand you the paintbrush and you can go to town. Actually, please don't do that. I decided to draint her face, ooh, haven't used that word in a while, by using colors from the snow cone. I wanted it to look like the face was really integrated into the snow cone and not just painted on top. I don't really know if I did that very well. She kind of just looks crazy. Then I started trying to create more of a snow cone texture because I feel like she doesn't look snow coney enough. And this first attempt was not good. She looks dirty. I started adding white dots everywhere to try to make it look more icy. That helped a little bit. Added in the white highlights to her eyes, and then I decided to use some water to kind of smudge up the white dots a bit and bring in some white paint to make it look a little bit more realistic icy. Yeah, this is the final blob. Her name is Chili because she's a snow cone, so cold equals chili, but she has a spicy personality. Chili pepper spicy. So double meaning, gotta love it, but I don't know if I do. I don't know if I do love her. I did introduce her to Beans.
Hey, Beans, do you love me or what?
Oh, no thank you.
What do you mean? Wanna be soulmates?
Okay, so Beans isn't a fan. Maybe she came on too strong, do you think? It's fine. She's already moved on. I thought using 3 of the same colors for their designs would be enough to tie these two together visually, but they really do not look remotely connected at all. There is just no connection here. So sorry, Beans. Search for your soulmate continues, and you just need to chill. I'm really torn about this character. Do you guys like it? Here are the 4 blobs that I've created for this video, and ready for this? The 8 blobs that I've created in the last 2 weeks, and the entire blob universe so far. Whew, it's growing. It is steadily growing. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next Friday. Bye.